Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome to Java and Journeys with Jillian. If you're new here, hello, what's up? How are you? My name is Jillian and I am here, of course, at Disney Springs. It's a beautiful day and we are getting close to Valentine's Day. So what more can we do but go to Disney Springs? More specifically, let's go to the wonderful world of Disney and check out and see what kind of Valentine's Day merch. And y'all, I'm trying to do better. I know that sometimes I tend to be a little bit behind the ball when it comes to filming the merch and everything around the holidays and whatnot because of my travels and everything going on with work. But we're going to try to stay on the 8 ball this time and get a little bit ahead of the game. Check out the Valentine's Day merch that they have at the World of Disney, and then maybe hop over to Joffrey, see if they have any interesting Valentine's Day coffee that they've already put out. And then we're going to head over to Wine Bar George and sip some martini espresso magic. Okay, I have heard great things about the espresso martinis over at Wine Bar George, so we're going to check that out, see if it's any good, because why would we come on this journey and not have a little bit of Java along the way? So let's go ahead, let's head out and take a look. So while we're walking, I will tell you all what is very different about this journey today is that I am actually solo, which is strange. Typically when I am at Disney Springs, I have either my husband, AKA co-producer, with me or my sister. And it's very odd to be here and not have either of them with me. I think this is probably one of the first times I've ever gone to Disney Springs by myself. And it's actually quite nice to just walk around. It's a little bit earlier in the day, so it's not as busy because literally I just walked out of the Lime Garage, turned the corner. I'm so used to there being so many people, a lot of crowds, just folks teeming everywhere, that I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that the World of Disney is literally like right around the corner from the Lime Garage, because there are just throngs of people that I feel like I always have to walk around. But today is, like I said, a lovely day. Not a lot of people because we're here quite early, which is also unusual for me. Typically when I come out here, it is like much later in the day, in the evening. So I'm just thrilled to be able to have gotten up. I actually feel like I have a little bit of energy about myself and I can take you all along here. Thank you. All right, so walking in, we already see True Love's gift sign here at the top, and you see some of the Disney merchandise. And this is right at the front of one of the entrances. And I have seen this Starbucks cup. It is adorable. And let's check out the cost of this. I don't see a price listed here, but my guess is that it's going to be at least $30, but I'll see if I can find a price to confirm how much that is. And I feel like these ears are left over from the holiday season, which is kind of fun to repurpose that for Valentine's Day. Very clever of you, Disney, to do that. And then look at these Mickey plushies with the little strawberry vest. Oh my God, too cute. And the Loungefly. Oh, sorry, before I get into Loungefly, how can I forget about my girl Minnie over here rocking her little strawberry dress? Oh, and then let's check out the prices. So this one, here we go, is $24.99. Same price for the Mickey and then the Loungefly Valentine's Day backpack. I am seriously contemplating this. I think it is so cute. And this one you can see here is $79. I love the color. And, you know, there are some folks that are avid collectors of the Loungefly backpacks. I don't have very many. I actually only have 2. I have a solid black color and similar to what you see here at the ears. It's this kind of material, but it's rose gold. And that's it. And only because, you know, these things take up a lot of space and they're not cheap. But I actually think I may grab that Valentine's Day theme Loungefly potentially. Now, keep in mind, that was just one small section right as we walked into the World of Disney. So I'm going to look around a bit more just to see what else we can find, because I know that there's a whole area dedicated to seeing the Valentine's Day themes. And of course, you're probably going to see a lot of mini merchandise mixed into that. So I'm just kind of looking up and keeping my eyes peeled. Oh, so speaking of that Loungefly backpack that I was telling you all that I have, it's actually, you could see it here. This is the other one that I have. It looks very similar to this. Actually, this one's a little bit different, but it's this color, same kind of similar material. And while we're in this area, I do actually see some really cute merch, not exclusively Valentine's, but really in terms of the color and the vibe and the spirit of the month of love that's upcoming. You'll see here like the spirit jersey with the pink balloons. And on the back, Walt Disney and rose gold, and then more of the pink balloons here toward the bottom. Very cute, and it would not shock me. Let's see. Yeah, this spirit jersey is, let's see, zoom out a little bit, $84.99. Y'all, Disney has lost their mind. That is a lot. It's like, would you rather have this or would you rather spend $79 for the Loungefly backpack? Decisions, right? And then you have the very cute light pink Crocs. Let's continue to look around and see what else we can get into. So over in this area that we're about to approach, this is where they really showcase a lot of the holiday themed merchandise. So around Halloween and then especially around Christmas time. Now we're back into, you know, the regular swing of things with having just your standard Disney merchandise. And I wasn't sure if there would be more Valentine's Day specific merch back here, but it looks like it's just all going back to the, you know, standard Disney merch. So nothing quite unusual to see back here. So we're going to go back toward the front. So many of you all know that I have protested my love for Starbucks tumblers. And though this is not Valentine's Day specific, I was walking back toward the front and the color just caught my eye. And this is definitely new. And I love like this ombre sheen. So it's like a dark purple into a lighter shade of purple. Very pretty. And this one is $39.99. And this is what I suspect that the Valentine's Day tumbler is, toward the front, probably around that cost now. Granted, it comes with a little topper, but I think it's probably about the same price. And again, continuing on in the spirit and the theme of the month of love, we have a lot of Minnie Mouse merchandise, and I suspect that this is not just, of course, going to be exclusive to Valentine's Day, but so appropriate for the occasion, right? So this really cute Minnie Mouse Starbucks tumbler, and you see here, this one is actually, let's see if we can get the zoom correct on this. This one's $44.99. And the texture of this, of course, is more metal, so it definitely will probably have better insulation in terms of keeping your cold drink cold when you're out here trying to deal with the Florida heat. But I love the top of this. Like, how cute is that? And then I'll show you all a little bit more of the Minnie Mouse merchandise. We have this little, like, Speedy purse here. And then, of course, for all the little girls out there, you have, like, this top, the shoes. I love the kicks. And this looks like, you know, you could definitely probably get through a park day with something like this. And the material of these shoes feel quite nice as well. And these are $39.99. See there? You have this mini fan. Let's go. Oh, y'all, I was trying to do the fan pop and failed because it looks like it's a little probably locked here intentionally to keep people like me from doing a fan popping. But I love this, and definitely I may have to think about if I want to come back and get a Disney fan, because something like this in the summer would be very nice. And of course, you know, a lot of people have like their e-powered handheld fans, but then you also see the mirrors here and the picture frames. And I love like the massive bow. From a distance, I wasn't sure if these were ears, of course, but no, it's one full mirror. Very adorable. And then peep out the Minnie Mouse sweatpants. I love these. The material feels really nice and soft. They look so comfortable. And these are $54.99. And of course, if you want to truly match, they have a jacket here that says Minnie Mouse on the sleeve. And then let's see if there's anything on the back of this. Yes. So if you flip the hood up, you see a little, almost a portrait of Minnie, and the bow, it's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but it is textured. Very cute. And then again, going back to my note, this is not at all like Valentine's Day specific in terms of this specific spirit jersey, but it's brand new. I've seen some buzz on this, but it's black on black. I love this. Like sometimes I just love having something that's very simple and straightforward without all the glitz and glitter. And then of course you have an array of Minnie Mouse flip-flops. I love these. It has like the little bow detail and it has like a metal material. So, you know, a little bit more quality. But y'all, don't play yourself. Do not walk around any of the parks with flip-flops. I highly advise against that. But also just to tell you really quick, so the jacket that goes with the sweatpants, those were $69.99. That black on black spirit jersey, $79.99. And you know, these flip-flops are roughly around like 40 bucks. Let's see, the ones with the metal detailing at the top, 40 as well, which is a little surprising, but very cute. And as we close out, I don't think I showed you all this jacket, which is back toward the front where we have the like central table of all the Valentine's Day merch, more of like a pullover. Very cute. Buttons toward the front with, of course, the Disney insignia and hearts all around it. And it feels very soft. And I think because right now we're in cooler weather, something like this would be awesome on a day like today. All right, everyone, so we just left the World of Disney. That jacket or pullover that I was just showing you, if I can recall, that was around $79.99, if I'm not mistaken. The Valentine's Day merch, the Minnie Mouse merch, so cute. And we also saw a couple things, not quite Valentine's Day exclusive, but I think brand new merchandise that has just popped over at the World of Disney. It was fun seeing that, y'all. While I was very much enamored with some of the Valentine's Day merch, I don't know, it's just a little bit pricey for me. So I am going to wait till that stuff goes on sale on, you know, like Disney.com. I'll put the website in the description for this video below. But like I said before, and a lot of you all know my mantra on this, not everything, but a lot of the merchandise that you see in the parks at Disney Springs can be found online. And oftentimes, more so with the seasonal items, more often than not, because Disney is constantly getting new arrivals. They're changing up, you know, their themes and the different types of merchandise that they're offering. Stuff always goes on sale. So if it's something that you can sit tight on, and especially what I would advise you doing if you don't live in the area and you can't actually get to the Disney Springs store like very easily and readily, if you happen to be in town and you see something, go online, see if it's there. If it's there and you feel like it's not anything that you have to have, wait it out. See if it's going to go on sale, because 9 times out of 10, it probably will. If it's brand new, of course, it's going to take many weeks before, maybe possibly months, depending on if it's seasonal, if it's just like a new arrival, if it's something that's going to be a part of the merch line that's not tied to a holiday. Stuff like that is going to take a lot longer to go on sale than something that is like from Valentine's Day or Halloween or Christmas, et cetera, et cetera. So just wait it out if you can, because for me, it is not like, I don't want to drop like $80 on the bag and then drop like $45 on the tumbler, and then, oh, lo and behold, this pullover that I want, I have to drop another like $69.99 or $79.99. I'm not interested in spending that kind of coin today, and especially when I have a feeling that a lot of these things are going to go on sale not too long from now. And while I am continuing this conversation with you all, we're actually going to circle back around. We are going to head over to Wine Bar George, as I said, to check out the espresso martinis that I've heard are delicious, and hopefully I'll be able to navigate myself there pretty easily. I'm feeling a little confident that I was able to turn the corner and just see World of Disney directly from the Lime Garage. Again, I don't know if you all know this about me, and I don't know that I've actually communicated this in other subsequent videos. Listen, your girl has a terrible sense of direction. Like, something may be literally around the corner from me, and somehow I will find a way to get lost. I will find a way to get turned around, mixed up, confused. And you're just like, listen, that was literally right around the corner. I was talking to my co-producer before I came over here, and I was like, okay, double checking. So if I parked at the Lime Garage and I turn left or I turn right, this should be in this direction, XYZ should be in another direction. He was like, yes, like, go this way here, go this way here. Anyway, so imagine my surprise that I didn't get mixed up. I made it to the World of Disney successfully. Let's see if the same could be said about heading over to Wine Bar George. But while we're walking and you're checking out the views and the sights, as I was saying, like, again, and I've emphasized this a lot in my videos, don't feel in a rush to buy Disney merchandise unless there is something that you find that you love and that you really want to go ahead and get. I totally respect that and I get it. But I mean, you all saw how expensive that merchandise was. Just for me, I was like, absolutely not. It's a no to spend that much, especially when I know some of it. Now, the Minnie Mouse collection, that's not Valentine's Day specific, but I think it's really nice that they have that adjacent to some of the Valentine's Day items because it blends in so well, right? It's the whole like kind of Minnie Mouse brand. But with that being said, I know the Valentine's Day stuff is going to go on sale eventually, right? And so why spend $80 on a Loungefly backpack that I know inevitably is going to go on sale, that I can literally wait and purchase? It'll probably be 40% off, 50% off at some point. Why not just wait, right? Like, let's just see. And if it doesn't go on sale, that's okay too. Like, it's not an item that I personally feel like I have to have, although I think it's adorable. It took a lot of restraint for me not to get that Starbucks tumbler, but I have so many of them. I actually probably should try to sell some of them just because it's like you get stuff in, you need to, just so you don't end up with a lot of clutter. So yeah, you know, y'all, first world problems, but it's just not anything I feel like I need right now. And then coming into 2025, for me personally, I am hoping to adopt a lifestyle of, like I was just saying, as items come in, take items out. I literally, this was during the holiday season, like shortly after Christmas, I was going through my closet, cleaning everything out. And I literally ended up with like 8 garbage bags filled with clothes. I had boxes of items that like I just didn't use and didn't really feel like I needed anymore. Either because out of sight, out of mind, things that I completely forgot that I even had, that I'm like, well, if I've forgotten about it this long, obviously it's not something that I needed. It's probably time to just let it go. Be like Elsa, honey. Let it go, okay? So I want to try to do better about being mindful if I can. I really want to pour more money into experiences, right? Hanging out with you all, taking you all on my journeys. And if that journey includes merchandise, so be it. You know, your girl likes nice things, but I just want to be just a little bit more thoughtful. I was even going through some of the Disney merch I have. There's a few pieces where I'm like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, did I really need this? Or is this even something that, kind of like Marie Kondo, is this something that sparks joy anymore? Don't know. Don't know if I really want this anymore. So anyway, if you haven't done so yet, clean out your closet. It makes you feel so much better. It's a pain in the butt. It's a lot of work. It took me hours to go through my things, but I felt so much better when I went through it, figured out, you know, the things that I just want to go ahead and part ways with, to make room for the things that I will truly utilize, will find joy in. And when that joy goes away, I will start letting it go. So I really need to, coming back to the tumblers, like, though I thought that Valentine's Day tumbler was so cute, and if it goes on sale, maybe I'll get it. But I just thought about it and I'm like, I have so many pink Starbucks tumblers. Granted, they don't have hearts with Mickey and Minnie on them. So that is the difference. The design, I don't have any with that design. But I'm like, oh man, like, I just don't know. I have so many tumblers. Let's pause. Maybe let's get rid of some, and then we'll revisit getting the Valentine's Day tumbler. So anyway, we'll see. Is there any of that merch that you liked? Are you into even like shopping for Valentine's Day things during the month of February? Drop down in the comments and let me know. Let's continue this journey over to Wine Bar George. Okay, y'all, checking back in. We made it, and I did not get lost. I cannot believe it. Of course, you see the line here for Gideon's, which is not at all that bad. There's no virtual queues. That's nice. So that tells you something right there. But here's Wine Bar George. Y'all, we totally did it. I crushed it. I made it without getting lost and roaming around for an hour. So, you know, you got to take pleasure in the small victories, because my sense of direction is horrible, but we made it. So let's go in. I think, and let me show you all the menu from out here, just so you get an idea, and my shadow's in the way, but you see a little bit of the bites, and I'll show you all the menu when we're sitting down since my shadow. But I think I'm also going to peep out some of the appetizers. I may try the crispy mac and cheese bites. My co-producer was telling me that he heard a lot of good things about that, so we'll see. Maybe we'll get some charcuterie, but I definitely want to try out their espresso martini. So let's go in. Let's see what Wine Bar George is all about. And while we're waiting for our table here, just want to give you all a view of the main level right from the entrance. Nice vibe indeed. And y'all, do you see? I want to say this is for coffee. And if you get a closer look at this, I can totally see why, if the espresso martini is made with this, why it's so good. Okay, so I am now set at the table, and I just want to show you all that in terms of the menu, it's simply a QR code that you can scan. So it is all available online, which is really nice. I am going to try the wake up call, which is similar to an espresso martini, with the exception that the pisco that is espresso infused, that's a part of this cocktail, is a brandy. So instead of like that traditional vodka that you get in a martini. So I'm super excited to try this out with the espresso. Thank you. So what I also decided to get are a couple of the small plates, since, you know, it's just me by myself, and I'm anticipating I'll probably take some of this home depending on the portion size. I'm going to try out the burrata. I love burrata, and though that's mostly like a summertime small plate, I cannot wait to try that out because I haven't had it in quite a while. And then I'm also going to peep out these crispy mac and cheese bites. I cannot wait to try these out, and you will see how much this is. So Wine Bar George is not cheap. The crispy mac and cheese bites are $16. The burrata is $19. I want to say that my drink was $18. And again, you can see the full menu online. But this goes back to my point around really being thoughtful about spending money on, let's just say, physical items versus experiences. I personally would rather pay a little bit more and invest more in the experience, whether that's having a nice meal, having an experience, traveling, really getting back into that versus spending $80 on a backpack at Disney. And again, that is no judgment, because you all, like, listen, I have a ton of Disney merch. This is only because I have so much of it, and rethinking what my goals are and what value add I want to continue to contribute to this channel. Yes, I want to show you all the merch and the fun holiday things, you know, hashtag love consumerism. But I also want to show you all different types of experiences you can have, not only at Disney, but in Orlando, and hopefully branch out even to more locations if I'm able to. Java and Journeys, the whole reason why I created this, just to go off on a little bit of a side rant here, is really just to share in some of the experiences. I have such a love for coffee. I'm not a coffee connoisseur. I am not an expert. I just love really good coffee. So going back to that contraption that I was showing you all, I've seen that in a lot of YouTube videos and other types of shows and things that I've watched that are around coffee. And I can't remember like what the mechanisms are called. I've just seen it before. And I know when you are really trying to make a strong coffee and you're going through a steeping process, right? Almost like tea, so to speak. But it is a slow process. And you see kind of like the windy tubes and basically that coffee like slowly drips. So I am excited to try this cocktail because what is Java and Journeys without the Java? And we just got our burrata. Look how delicious that appears. And just the tomatoes. I see some seasoning, which is always a good sign. That fresh mozzarella. And while I was showing you all the burrata, we also just got the mac and cheese bites, which look so good. I cannot wait to tuck into those. And then here's our wake-up call. So you see very similar to an espresso martini, but with the emphasis on that pisco. Y'all, I cannot wait to try these out. Cheers. Okay, if that drink is any indication, like that drink is excellent. It's so smooth. The coffee is not bitter. The espresso is just like, has like a sweet taste to it, but not overly sweet. It is that this drink, the wake up call, if you love a good espresso martini, if you love espresso based cocktails, 10 out of 10, try that. It's just so smooth and creamy at the top. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna tuck into the rest of the food and I'll let you all know how it tastes. And while we are, partaking in our nosh here, the view on the second floor is quite nice from where I'm sitting. You can see the hangar across the way, alongside with Gideon's on the corner. And again, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Orlando. Can't complain. All right, everyone, so we just finished our bites at Wine Bar George. I am actually going to walk over to Joffrey's just to see by chance if they have any kind of like Valentine's Day theme coffee going on right now that's pre-bagged. That looks interesting. Lord knows, I probably don't need to buy any more coffee. I'm still trying to finish up all the coffee that I got over the holidays. But I wanted to just give it a shot and see what they have before we head out for the day. And as you can see, their special right now for Valentine's Day is this iced strawberry dipped mocha latte, which looks delicious. Let's go in and see if there are any. Hi. Well, they do actually have some interesting coffees. Let's take a closer look. So taking a little bit of a closer look, there's a lot of springtime coffees, but what we want to focus on is the Valentine's Day theme, which is this one here, which looks so adorable. It is the Mickey and Minnie Be Mine Brew. It's a medium blend with chocolate and coconut cream. I am curious how good that is. And then we'll come back and talk about some of the more spring-themed coffees at another time. Okay, you all, because I struggle with just focusing on one singular thing, right above the Mickey and Minnie Be Mine Brew is this Banana Bonanza, brown sugar and banana coffee. Oh my gosh. So obviously this is not Valentine's Day themed. Definitely a part of the spring, maybe summer line of coffees. but this smells so good. So I may actually grab a bag of the Be Mine Brew and the Banana Bonanza. All right, y'all, so we are going to go ahead and depart from Joffrey's. We got our coffee. We've had a lot of Java in our lives today. We had that delicious espresso beverage from Wine Bar George, the Wake Up Call, which was so good. So let's actually talk a little bit about how good the food was at Wine Bar George. So, of course, I did not get a full entree. The mac and cheese bites were bomb. Like, if I could use expletives, I would, but I'm going to try to not go overboard here. And I'm like looking over to my right because I'm eyeballing Gideon's, and I'm going to try to exercise some discipline here and not go in the line for Gideon's, only because, y'all, we're going to check out the Festival of the Arts later today, and I already know I'm going to be chowing down on all sorts of sweet and savory food, so we're going to save more of our calories for that. So I'm going to try my best to resist temptation and just move on by Gideon's. But going back to Wine Bar George, it was so good. The mac and cheese bites were bomb, and y'all know how I feel about my mac and cheese, okay? Because you know, like, I get down with some macaroni and cheese, and it was so delicious. It was creamy. The cheddar, like the cheese quality was really good. I definitely enjoyed it. The Parmesan cheese sprinkled on the top, not overdone. It had like that nice, I don't know if it was like a marinara sauce, like sitting on top, not too saucy. So the sauce didn't make basically the crust around the mac and cheese bite soggy, which I definitely appreciate, because sometimes I've noticed with mac and cheese bites, if it comes with some type of sauce, it just completely takes the crispiness out of the bite. So definitely delicious. Now, it only came with 4, and you all saw how much it was. I want to say it was either $16 or $18, so a little pricey, but I thought the flavor was absolutely there. Also, the burrata. So I'm going to be real. The burrata was good. Not my favorite burrata. I actually think Wolfgang Puck, especially during the summer season, their burrata is bomb. And I want to say it is made with peaches. So burratas can be made with all sorts of different types of produce, but mainly the base behind a really good burrata is going to be heirloom tomatoes. It's going to be your mozzarella. And then a lot after that, folks get creative. Either you have basil. This one had mint. That is where, for me, I'm like, didn't hate it. I just don't know that I love mint and burrata. And it also had like a type of like Italian dressing as like the sauce to bind the burrata. That was okay too. I've had burrata with balsamic, and again, like burrata, you can get very creative with that, but it wasn't bad. It's just all about what type of flavors do you like. If you're a mint girly, if you love, having that in combination with the Italian dressing, if you also, of course, love your heirloom tomatoes, mozzarella, that would be the appetizer for you. But still delicious. The bread was not overcooked. It was grilled to perfection. Again, all good. It's just all about what flavor combinations do you like. But for me, I thought that it was really good. And if I was a lover of those specific flavor combinations, it would have definitely knocked it out of the park for me. So again, it's all about what you like. The point to me is that the produce was fresh. Everything tasted fresh. Nothing tasted like it came out of a can. It was really good. Again, a bit pricey. But I definitely think for me, for what I got, it was worth it. I'm even, walking out with some leftovers. I got a little full from that, between that and the Wake Up Call. The Wake Up Call was bomb. So if you missed my review on Waylulu's, check that one out. So we had an espresso martini from Waylulu's, and actually the server at Waylulu's was the one who recommended, hey, if you really want to get down on espresso martinis, if that's what you love, go to Wine Bar George. And I am very proud to say that he gave me a fair recommendation. And check out that review of Waylulu's, because that espresso martini was good as well. If I had to compare the two, I do think I like the one at Wine Bar George a little bit better, but both are solid options. You all know I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm still very new and launching this YouTube journey. So that's the benefit, right? I'm going to keep it 100 if I don't care for something, if something's not great. The service at Wine Bar George was excellent. My server, he was so nice, very friendly, very attentive. So, you know, like all in all, I'm definitely looking forward to going back to Wine Bar George at some point and trying out some of their other items. Let me step over here to the side as we wrap up, because we're actually close to the garage. And as I told you all, I am utterly amazed that I have not gotten lost at all. We made it back to the Lime Garage successfully. So I hope you enjoyed this journey with me. It was so good. Thank you so much for checking out the world of Disney. We saw some Valentine's Day merch and a little bit of non-Valentine's Day merch with some new arrivals. We also had a chance to get some good bites, get a good drink because we got to get our Java on at Wine Bar George. Coming to an end, to a close with going by Joffrey's. And you all know I have a tumultuous relationship with Joffrey's. I do tend to like their bag coffee. So I'm looking forward to trying out our brew that we just got and staying caffeinated, right? Like it's important to keep me going, sometimes to keep us going, like you have to tap into a little bit of caffeine. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Keep it going, y'all. We are going to head to the Festival of Art. So, you know, a little bit of binge watching is not bad at all, especially when it's with Jillian. I'll catch you on the next journey. See you at the Festival of Arts. Bye.